I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, for our listeners out there, our leaders at all levels of the organization, how do they start to develop those positive mindsets, or does it begin with something like your quiz? I'm not just trying to plug your quiz here for a second, but seriously, getting that self-awareness, like we talked about a couple times throughout the training or discussion, to really know what to do next.
Yeah, there's two things to think about it. If I'm a organization and I want to shift the mindsets of my people in my organization, I need to focus on mindsets as a way to shape the culture of the organization, because culture incentivizes these different mindsets. So if we have a really competitive culture, then people are going to be much more inclined to want to look good, be right, avoid problems, and get ahead. If we have a more collaborative culture, they're going to be more inclined to learn and grow, to find truth, to reach goals, and to lift others. And so, from an organizational perspective, if I want to shape the mindsets of my leaders, I've got to shape the culture and oftentimes the incentive structures to fuel those positive mindsets. But if I'm a leader, even operating in a negative culture, that doesn't mean that I have to take on these negative mindsets. To your point, is we need to deepen our self-awareness and we need to be intentional about these mindsets. And what I found is that the mindset assessment that I have, again, it's free on my website if anybody wants to take this, but what it does for individuals is it brings some objectivity to their introspection. It's kind of, here's where you are relative to 10,000 other people. And then what that does, right, is it makes it a little bit more concrete for them. And it at least gets us a foot in the door for making the shifts that we need to internally to become the person that we want to be to our external world. And so it's definitely a foot in the door. It's one tool that's designed to deepen our self-awareness. And then there's some other resources involved if people take the assessment where here's some activities they can engage in if they want to work on shifting their mindsets.